So I'm in Victoriaville, Quebec. I'm meeting some of our partners from MegaSecur. They actually build flood barrier right here. And I'm standing in their warehouse and it's like amazing because you look at all the racks, you look at the skids, you look at the barrier on it, there's literally miles of flood barrier protection. I mean, even just look at a skid like this with barrier that can be deployed. Now, this is why it's important. We know with climate change, there's going to be more floods, and we know that more people will be impacted by those floods. Just look even in Mississauga a couple of years ago, the floods that took out that nursing home, and literally dozens of residents had to be evacuated, people traumatized, pulled out. You know, the fire department did their best, but put them on little, rigid inflatable boats, took them out to ambulances, the medics did their best, and then they transported them to other nursing homes. But we could have prevented all that if we just deployed flood barrier like this. Well, that's one of the reasons that I'm here. We're expanding our partnership and our program with MegaSecur in order to procure and purchase more of this flood barrier. Now, it's so unique, it's so innovative, it's fascinating, because basically all we have to do is lay it out on the ground and protect that critical infrastructure. So by critical infrastructure, let's be clear, I'm talking about those nursing homes, I'm talking about hospitals, I'm talking about power generation stations or water treatment plants, things that we want to protect to make sure community can restart right away and not be as impacted when the flood comes, because the flood will come, that will happen. So the neat thing about working with a company like this is they're creating a product that we actually just lay down and put in front of the building, and then when the flood comes, the water hits it and stands it up, and then the weight of the water pushes back against itself, and that's the barrier effect. Now look, I know that sounds crazy, but the Army Corps of Engineers in America actually approved this. It's one of 2 barriers in the world that has that FM approval. It's actually insurance certified, so we know that it works, but it's the only one that's made in Canada. And we're proud of that because we want to improve and help the Canadian economy, and we want to help with Canadian jobs while we buy equipment used to save lives and prevent any type of property damage because of flooding. So I'm here, and it's great because I've got to meet the team and meet some of the workers, but we're going to expand this program and we want to take it beyond Ontario. We want to take it across the country. We want to pre-position this kit because we've started to deploy it already and we know it works. And we know that we can roll it out in other parts of the country to protect infrastructure there. Because look, at the end of the day, with climate change and more storms and more wet weather, we know there'll be more flooding. It'll just be inevitability and it'll always happen. And when those floods come, we're going to be there. We're going to deploy gear like this and we're going to save people.